Report. Marshal Colmacker, 212th Research Detachment, 11th Squadron. 23rd Era, 2341, 32340, 2133. Subject: First Contact. Protected Species 431-230-300. Recommending the exercising of extreme caution. While on a routine patrol of Star System 7931-43123, Sector 2641-7821-313, planetary scans revealed an unregistered structure on planet 431-2304. An unremarkable planet. Barren. Unable to support life. Data retrieved from the aforementioned structure revealed it to be colloquially known as Mars. Star System 7931-43123 has been, for the last 4,210 standardized Federation cycles, flagged for protected species development. The rules and regulations regarding developing species are well known, and as such, I will not dictate them thoroughly. The last probe to planet 431-2303, the home planet of protected species 431-230300, was 107 standardized Federation cycles ago. I suspected one of the sector's criminal conglomerates, likely a band of pirates, has set up a base of operations in the system. Therefore, in accordance with standardized patrol protocols, I authorized the dispatching of a combat team to clear them out. Several fatal errors were then made, and after I complete my investigation regarding these errors, I shall submit myself for disciplinary action. My combat team made entry into the construct, a recently constructed tunnel into the planet's crust, sealed with rather rudimentary technology. Neither a scan nor an analysis of the materials used to build the structure was conducted. Prior to my writing of this message, I had personally ordered that to take place. As of now, we do not know if the structure was built with materials found on-world, or if the materials were flown in from somewhere else. I will deliver analysis reports as soon as they are complete in a separate message. The first error my combat team made was not first establishing verbal contact with the suspected pirates. They engaged directly, without attempting any form of communication preceding said engagement. 3 unarmed members of Protected Species 431-230300 were killed in the opening engagement. The team engaged immediately, believing the protected species to be pirates. During the mission debrief, I discovered that my team was not acting in accordance with standardized patrol protocols. I am currently conducting an investigation regarding such conduct, the results of which will be submitted whenever available. For now, the survivors of said combat team are held within my custody, in accordance with Federation standardized military and police disciplinary protocols. Upon the completion of said brief engagement, however, my team realized that they were not fighting pirates. Rather, they were scientific researchers, and members of Protected Species 431-230300, known to themselves as humans. Protected Species 431-230300 was not expected to achieve the requirements for Federation standardized First Contact protocols for at least another 1,000 Federation standardized cycles. Those estimations were, as it would seem, incorrect. Planetary scans were conducted on the rest of the planets in Star System 7931-43123, and only the human homeworld of planet 431-2303 contained non-natural habitable structures, aside from that same planet's moon. It is my belief that we have encountered an expeditionary mission conducted by Protected Species 431-230300, and, as evident by our translations of data recovered from the aforementioned human structure, caught them before they began construction of permanent habitation. We have not been able to get drones close enough to planet 431-2303's moon, moon 431-230301, but scans have indicated that the permanent habitable structures therein are at least 8 standardized Federation cycles old. In accordance with Federation standardized First Contact protocols, First Contact is to be made following the birth of a generation of a protected species off of their home world. It is our assumption that Protected Species 431-230300 has already achieved the aforementioned requirements, likely having had a generation born within the permanent habitable structures on the planet's moon. It is important to note that said moon has not been terraformed and remains without atmosphere. Permanent habitable structures were found to be built either inside of the moon's surface or outward, resembling the buildings on planet 4312303, albeit sealed and containing breathable atmosphere. Such practices are not uncommon, but notable nonetheless. It is my personal recommendation that the Federation of Allied Species wait until after the first generation of protected species 431230300 is born on planet 4312304. It will likely take several cycles to fully develop the permanent habitable structure plan there, giving our Federation more time to plan, organize, and implement Federation standardized first contact protocols. Given that our Federation typically has ample time to implement Federation standardized first contact protocols due to increasing accuracy in predictions of Federation standard first contact prerequisites being fulfilled, I believe an extension on first contact to be appropriate. I will recommend, however, that our Federation exercise extreme caution regarding protected species 431230300. The engagement that followed my combat team's initial engagement went far worse than I ever could have imagined. In truth, I would have preferred pirates. 2 humans engaged my team, approaching from farther in the tunnel. Their combat capabilities were far greater than that of the others, though they also carried no weaponry. Their physical strength was immense, and so too was their speed. Rifle fire was ineffective, as was direct melee. 13 of my men fell before they took the humans down. 13 of my best men dead, all of them in pieces. Most of them more than 2. They literally ripped my men apart, tearing their limbs off as though they were paper. Forgive my lack of tact regarding my previous and coming writings. I lack the will to endure such formalities when discussing the killing of my combat team. I will send with this message a copy of the combat footage taken from the engagement. I urge you to show as many as possible. Words cannot even begin to describe the gruesome footage found within. It is all blood and body parts, bone and viscera. At one point, one of them pulled the entrails from my soldier's gut, wrenching them out only a moment after their hand pierced my soldier's skin, literally shoving their hand inside my soldier's stomach. It is surreal. It was only after the humans were filled with holes made by rifle fire and several explosives that the more advanced humans were killed. It is disgusting and should be terrifying to whoever sees it. I will provide a further report regarding the cleanup of the scene and the efforts we have gone through and will continue to go through to ensure the humans never figure out what truly happened here. Along with the combat footage I referenced earlier, you will find several diagrams of human biology. I understand that the act of discretion violates several protocols, and as I previously mentioned, I will voluntarily submit myself for disciplinary action. In all honesty, I just wanted to know what killed 13 of my best soldiers. Inside, we found rather interesting biology. They are remarkably simple from a biological perspective. Only having a mere 206 bones in their entire body, the majority of which are located within their fine manipulators. Their movements rely almost exclusively on mechanical advantage to function. They are quite literally levers wrapped in meat. One would be hard-pressed to engineer a biological bipedal species any more efficient manner. Their bones and muscle structure are simple and strong. They are, as such, very capable of augmentation. Their skeletons and musculature were lined with lightweight metal alloys, far more advanced than we assumed the humans had invented. Hydraulic systems cover their limbs, granting them strength far beyond their natural capabilities. Likewise, advanced computers were found to be implemented throughout their nervous center, namely their brain. Everything from their eyes to their manipulative digits contains some form of intentional modification. The aforementioned computers contained extremely concerning data. Footage gathered from their eyes contained many portions regarding the usage of human weaponry and the practice of their warfare. I will only share said footage upon the arrival of a Federation representative, or my arrival in Federation territory. The containment of said footage is paramount. Risk of unregulated distribution can and will cause hysteria. For now, understand that the humans are capable of extreme violence. They are more than capable in that regard. I would wager that the average human soldier is as capable, if not more so, than any soldier in any of the Federation legions. This may be modified in any order of magnitude, should the human have body modifications. If Protected Species 431-230300 is proved to be hostile upon first contact, orbital bombardment is recommended. Ground engagements are not viable. While their space travel is still rudimentary as we understand it, they are still capable. They are not capable of faster-than-light travel as of yet, but their vessels are by no means slow. We have noted that several of their spacefaring vessels are capable of reaching distances outside of Federation signal blockers. This would, of course, then allow them to find and track Federation vessels. While traversal in this region is not common, it is by no means unheard of. I pray that this message reaches you in time, so that we may increase the range of our signal blockers. Should the humans learn of our altercation on their soon-to-be colonized planet, I have no doubt that they will be openly hostile should they encounter us in the wild. Should this happen, I implore you, do not engage. Repeat, do not engage.